Hey everyone, welcome back to Aligned Fit and welcome back to another yoga class. Today we'll be focusing on just doing a gentle morning yoga flow. As always, all you need is yourself and something soft below you. So with that, let's get started. Joining me in the middle of your mat, just coming to a seated position. Legs are crossed underneath you. Deep inhale as you lift those arms up. And exhale as you come down through prayer. Doing this 2 more times, maybe closing down your eyes here. Take a deep inhale. And let it go. One final deep inhale just to bring yourself into this space. And exhale. Right hand lowers down onto the mat. Reach up and over. Really opening up the left side of your body here. Hold for a moment and switch sides. Try to make sure that you're not lifting your sit bones up here, but that you're really lengthening through that side and pressing down through your sit bone. Hold here and switch back and forth a few more times just to warm your bodies up. For the morning, movement is always a little bit harder to get started. And you're always a little bit more stiff in the morning. So we're just going to take it easy here, flowing back and forth with your own breath. Taking an inhale. Exhale as you switch to the other side. Staying with this movement, but creating a little bit more of a flow. So when you reach all the way to one side, I want you to reach forward and come back to the other side. So instead of just arching from side to side here, you're going to take this stretch and move forward. Coming to one side, back up, reset, and flow forward towards the other side. Center, back around, one more time flowing forward, and come back to a neutral spine in the center. Lifting both hands all the way up and reach all the way in front of you, fingertips walking on the floor, reaching as far out as you can. Deeply grounding those sit bones into the floor once again. Maybe lowering your head down onto the mat. Just hold here for a breath. Exhale. And walk those hands back towards the center. Coming on to all fours. Shoulders are over your wrists, knees are underneath your hips, legs are hip distance apart. Drop your belly all the way down, head arches back, chin lifts, and switch directions. Pressing your back and spine up towards the sky, deeply arching here, and release. Just moving through this cat-cow pose at your own pace. A little check-in with yourself. I am very known to hyperextend my elbows like so. So I always have to make sure that I am pulling my elbows in towards one another and not hyperextending. I don't know if that is an issue that any of you have, but it is definitely one of mine. So just check in with yourself, making sure that you're doing proper alignment here. You're not overextending any part of your body. Maybe adding some movements to this cat-cow and circling to one direction. You can feel your muscles start to loosen here. Maybe switch directions. One more circle. And come back to center. Spreading those knees wide, sitting back into your child's pose, reaching those hands all the way forward and resting your forehead onto the mat. Taking a moment here just to ground yourself, close down those eyes, take a deep breath. On your exhale, reach your hands to the right side of the mat, really opening up your left side body. Hold for your breath. Switching sides, walking on those fingertips to the left. Releasing your forehead down, taking a deep breath. And come back to center, walking your hands back up. Knees come back together. Hands interlace behind your back. Really pressing your chest open here. Maybe lifting those hands a few inches higher if you can. Hold. Lengthen up through your spine. And release. Now we're going to stretch out the top of our feet for a moment. So hands placed back down onto the mat and lift your knees up. You should be resting on the balls of your feet here and really be feeling the top of your feet stretching. Just hold here, lifting your knees as high as you can off of the mat and lower back down. All right, taking the full extension, coming up onto your knees. Knees are hip distance apart. Reach your arms back, grabbing on to your heels, allowing your chest to open all the way up. Press your hips forward and breathe. Slowly place the hands to the small of your back and come back to neutral. Coming into your first downward dog. We want to take this one easy since it's the beginning of the class. So tuck those toes, press your legs back, straighten as much as you can. Maybe walk those feet out, bending one leg and then the other. My floor is being extremely creaky today, so just know that that's what's going on. Just keep on switching here until you can feel the back of your legs really releasing. I'm gonna find a different spot because that is way too annoying. Hold here. And straighten both legs. Try to drop your heels as close to the mat as you can while pressing your chest towards your feet. Your head stays in alignment with your arms, meaning that your ears are staying in between both of your biceps here. Just press and lengthen here, giving yourself and your body a moment just to deeply release. And when you're ready, reach your right leg all the way towards the ceiling, straightening your leg as high as you can. Hold here. Bend your knee, open up your hips. Try to keep your shoulders still in alignment here with one another. Hold, press, and switch legs. Left leg reaches all the way up. Lengthen, stretch your leg. Bend your top knee, open your hip, stacking one hip over the other. Hold, and lower back down. Just staying here in your downward dog, feeling how different your legs feel after opening up your hips. Right leg steps forward, firmly placing your foot on the floor, coming up into warrior one. Front knee is bent, back knee is straight. Reach your arms all the way up, balance here. Right hand cartwheels back and rests on your back leg. Try not to rest directly on top of your knee here, but keep it on your thigh so we're not pressing into that joint. Reach your chest back, maybe allow your chin and your head to fall. Maybe taking your gaze over to the right. Just hold here. Squeeze your inner thighs together for some balance here. Right hand reaches back up and lower your hands back down onto the mat. Keeping your front foot here, you're going to tiptoe your foot off to the left side of the mat, coming down into your pigeon pose. Untuck your back foot. Depending on your flexibility, either keep your front leg parallel with the front of the mat or pull that leg in towards your midline to make this a little bit easier. So find whatever spot is comfortable for you, whether that's closer to your body or pressing further out. Get comfy and lower all the way down here. Coming down onto your forearms. Maybe you want to rest your forehead on the mat. We're going to be here for a little bit, so I want you to get really comfortable. If you feel like you can go a little bit deeper, then please do so. Push yourself a little bit here if you're feeling like you're properly warmed up. If you have an injury, of course, do not push yourself here, but know your own limitations. It's what this yoga practice is all about, is really getting into your body so that you can understand yourself a little bit better. So stay here, stay present with me. Maybe close down your eyes as you take a few deep breaths. Breathing in and out. Maybe adding a gentle rock in your hips just to get a little bit deeper. The goal here is to press your left hip all the way down into the mat. All right, taking in one more deep breath. On your exhale, walk back up onto your hands, pressing back into your downward dog. Switching legs, left leg reaches up and steps all the way forward. Coming into that warrior one, firmly plant your feet into the ground. Squeeze your abs, lift, reach your hands all the way up. Hold here at the top. Squeeze your inner thighs together for balance. Left arm cartwheels back onto that back thigh. Reach, taking your gaze to the left maybe. Hold here. Squeeze, lengthen. Coming back to center, arms are straight up. Lower your hands down onto the mat and tiptoe your front leg off to the right side of the mat, of the floor. What am I saying? All right, untuck your back foot. Take a moment to really set yourself up here for your best, wherever that is. My left side is always a little bit tighter, so I'm not gonna have this leg as far out. I'm gonna tuck it a little bit more in. so that I can really make sure that my hips are squared here. And then lower all the way down. Really trying to press your right hip into the floor. Maybe adding some movement into your hips to help you wiggle a little bit further down. Finding your comfy spot. Tapping into your breath. Letting all of the distractions of today just simply wait. There's no need to focus on anything else right now besides being here. Taking note of your body, noticing where you can push yourself a little bit more, or noticing where you may need to back off. If you're feeling any tension in your knee, it means that you're going a little bit too far. So we don't ever want to feel any pain there. So check in with yourself. Make sure that you're comfortable. Take one more deep breath. And let go. All right, pressing up onto your hands, coming back into your downward dog. Right leg steps forward once more, firmly placing your foot on the mat. Coming into your triangle pose, toes point towards the side of the mat. You're going to be facing me. All right, centering yourself here, reach your arms all the way underneath your legs. Taking a deep bend in your knees to add some movement to this. Lengthen up. Walk those hands an inch further back. Drop those knees. Deep bend once more. Lift up. Straighten. Lengthen. Reach a little bit further back. Deep bend in your knees. Lengthen. Press up. And just hold here. You can either keep your hands all the way back or bring them or fold them underneath you and just hang heavy here. The further apart your legs are, the easier the stretch is going to be. So if you're almost to the floor like me, then walk your legs a little bit closer to make it a little bit harder for yourself. Again, you guys know the drill. Always taking this class at your own pace and figuring out where you are. So hold here. Deep breath in. And release. Deep bend in your right knee. Lowering your hips all the way down onto the mat. Allowing your right foot to pop up. Staying here in a half yogi squat. Just keeping a little bit of movement in your hips to gently open yourself up. Deep breath. And let go. Straighten both legs. Coming onto the other side, deep bend in your left knee. Right foot pops up. Sitting deeply into your hips. Rocking forward and back here. Staying here for one breath. Deep inhale. And release. Straighten both legs. Step to the top of your mat. Facing forward once more. Halfway fold. And release all the way down. I'm going to step back here just to get a spot that's not squeaky. Okay. Staying here. Deep bend in your knees. Arms interlace behind your legs. And straighten your legs as much as you can. Just holding here. Try to straighten your legs a little bit more. Maybe adding a gentle movement once more, rocking forward and backwards on those feet. Release those arms, halfway fold once more, and lower all the way down. Stepping back into your plank pose, flowing through chaturanga, lowering your chest down, pressing up, letting your head fall back, and coming to your downward dog. Just staying here for a moment, noticing how different your body feels in this posture from when we started this class. Let your heels drop all the way down onto the mat. Chest presses towards your feet. Really lengthen, let go. And when you're ready, walk your feet all the way towards the top of the mat. Coming off to either side, opening up those hips and sitting down into your yogi squat. With it being the morning, I really want you to keep gentle movement in all of these poses because we are just so stiff. So we don't want to hurt ourselves. We just want to ease into this. Moving back and forth on those heels, swaying a little bit. Left arm lowers down onto the mat. Right hand lifts all the way up. You can either stay here or move into a bind. Left arm wraps around your left leg. Right arm reaches back and grabs onto your hand. Holding here. And release. Switching sides. Right arm reaches down, left arm reaches up. Moving into the bind if that's available for you. Really try to keep your legs pressed out so they don't fall in here. Holding onto your bind. Taking one deep breath. And release. Hands placed back down onto the mat. Press your hips up into the sky, walk those feet in, and step back into your plank. Lowering down through chaturanga, pressing up through your chest, lifting your legs off the ground, squeezing those thighs, and sitting back into your child's pose. Opening up your knees really wide here. Lowering your forehead down onto the mat. Taking a moment just to slow your breath. And on your next inhale, walk your hands back up and come to a seated position in the middle of your mat. We're going to end this class the same way that we started. So folding your legs underneath you. Deep inhale as you lift those arms up. Exhale, come down through prayer. One more deep grounding breath. Lengthen at the top. And release. Thank you guys so much for joining me for today's practice, and I hope that you can feel a difference in your mind and body. And with that, I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys. Also, for all of my girls who love working out in the comfort of your sweats, I've had this set for over a year now, and I can honestly say that I wear it at least once a week. The quality is amazing and the comfort is on a whole nother level. So follow the link in the description below and receive 15% off for your next purchase.